Hey, my beloved, still on the Mindset Shift series. Remember, we started with mindset, which is basically how you think, your mind, remembering that your mind transforms before your life does. And then we evolved into self love, understanding that it's okay to love yourself, it's okay to push yourself forth. Aside God's love, the greatest form of love is self love, loving yourself because, come on, you have to love yourself. And we graduated into self what? Understanding that yes, I love myself. Right now, I love myself. I know that I love myself, but what do I allow? And now on phase four, we are going to be talking about esteem and presence. In this phase, we're no longer asking, am I enough? We are asking, how does someone who knows they are enough show up in the world? That's what esteem and presence is about. So, what do you understand by esteem and presence? Basically, in my opinion, what I think, or I would love to describe it, is understanding that yes, I know I'm enough now. I know my what. I love myself. The way the mindset shifts, the thought process is just different. And honestly, I feel like if you're following, you understand the way that I feel at this point. So now I know that I love myself. I know my what. How then do I show up for myself? How do I carry myself? When I step in that room, do I command authority? When they see me, do they say, oof, our aura is banging? Or when you step in a room, do people say, who is that girl? She looks really, really good. I love the way that she carry herself. Because basically, esteem and presence is all about how you carry yourself. You're gonna step in a place today, people just notice you because there's just something about you. So now let's dive deep into esteem and presence. Esteem is the value, is the respect that you have for yourself. And then the presence is how you carry yourself. It's like, this is how I perceive myself. So this is how I want them to perceive me. So you ask yourself, how do you walk in a room? When you go somewhere, when you step in a place, are you commanding? Are you condescending? Are you amazing? Do you look beautiful in your skin? We step in places, we walk in places, and sometimes we don't feel confident. But esteem is internal. It's like, how do I see myself? The root. How do I carry myself? That's presence. So you see the difference? Esteem, how do I see myself? Presence, how do I carry myself? Esteem and presence. So for me, it's like, this is how I see myself. I see myself as a queen. So I'm going to carry myself as a queen. So it's just basically saying that, your esteem is like, I know who I am. This is how I see myself. And then your confidence, your presence is now the blinding confidence that you put out there. It's like, for a fact that as a woman, I'm not afraid to take up space. It's like I walk in a room and I lit up that room. That's understanding the presence that your person commands. It's like, this is who she is. She walks in a room and she's spot on, all eyes on her, because she's confident. She's not afraid to take up space. She knows who she is. She's had to deal with the mindset of knowing that I can do anything as long as I set my mind to it. And then she's transitioned into loving herself, knowing that I love myself, regardless of what I've been through, regardless of the struggle, regardless of the pain. And then self-worth, understanding that, yes, I love myself, but what then do I let into my space? And now we are up to esteem and presence. It's like, I know. So I have to accept the fact that, yes, I've had to go through all of these things, but it's okay. Now I'm becoming the woman that I was meant to be. It's like, I'm confident. I'm going to step into anywhere. I'm going to carry myself like the queen that I am. So basically, it's like owning up to your purpose, owning up to your goal, owning up to the woman that you're called to be. That confident, resilient woman that step into any space, that woman who is not afraid to take up space. Basically, that's what esteem and presence is all about. And for me, I'm so in love with this phase because I feel like it's like an evolution. You grow into getting to know who you are, and it's like, this is me. So hello, I'm ready to take up space. So basically, that's what esteem and presence is about. We have obviously 6 topics on esteem and presence, and I'll be breaking them down for you. And of course, this is a space where we learn together. It's a safe space. I'm also a work in progress. I'm learning every day, and because I'm learning and we are all learning together, I get to write. I put things down, so we just try to make this work together. So, um, now that we know what this is about, carrying yourself as a confident woman that you are, knowing that you're not going to settle for less anymore, understanding that you are bigger than your circumstances, understanding that your circumstances would not define you, understanding that, you know, regardless of your situations, your struggle, all of those things do not define you. It doesn't change the fact that you are a confident woman. So basically, that's what esteem and presence is about. So now let's dive deep into the 6 topics because it's a lot. Now, the first topic on esteem and presence, we have how to carry yourself. Like I was saying, basically, it is about how you carry yourself, like your esteem. This is who I am, so this is how I want to be, or rather, this is how I want to be perceived. It's like you build confidence and you know that this is who you are. So let's dive deep into the first topic, how to carry yourself. I'm gonna ask you a quick question, just as it seems like I'm asking myself as well, right? What does self-worth looks like in motion? How to carry yourself. Remember, that's the first topic. How to carry yourself. Now, what does self-worth looks like in motion? How does a woman who knows her worth walk into a room? Now, how do you walk into a room? You're supposed to walk into a room knowing that I belong here. I'm sorry, but no apologies. Because when you have the mindset shift, you don't apologize for existing anymore. You don't try to shrink for people anymore. You're way past that. So you walk into a room like you belong there, like the table was meant for you, and you just have to sit. So basically, that's what it is. People often think that confidence is loud, but confidence is certainty. It's knowing that, yes, I'm certain. I know that this is it. I know that I am that woman who was born to inspire, to take up space, to step into rooms that feels like, oh, I would have thought on a regular day that this room was too big for me to step into. But with the confidence, with knowing who you are, with a mindset shift, I'm gonna step into the rooms that felt like was too big for me to step into. I would step into that room unapologetic about it because I know who I am. I'm confident and I'm not afraid to take up space. So yeah, a woman who carries herself so well wouldn't need to rush, wouldn't need to seek validation, wouldn't need to beg for approval. She wouldn't even need to shrink anymore. And that's one thing about how you carry yourself. It's like understanding that this is who I am. Now I know who I am. And if you notice, the energy for this particular phase 4 is different because I'm stepping like I'm stepping into all of these things, because I feel like for me, this is a journey, this is a transformational phase for me and for whoever it is that's watching this, because I do believe that everyone needs to feel like themselves again, and it's okay. So, one thing I had to learn is your presence introduces you before your words do. What does that mean? It's knowing that when you step into a room and they ask, who is that? Who is she? People are already starting to know, as people are already asking questions, they already want to know who this lady is, because why? You step into a room so confidently. You step into a room with so much confidence and you look at yourself, it's like, I know who I am. That is something. When you carry yourself with confidence, you know that this is who I am. You know that I am that woman. It just commands so much respect. It's like people look at you like you already introduce yourself to the crowd before you even open your mouth. And of course you open your mouth, and everything that comes out from your mouth sits pretty good, because why? You already have the mindset shift. So obviously you sit in a place, you step in a place so confidently, there's no way you're going to open your mouth and you're not going to move the crowd, because why? For everything that comes out of your mouth, you're very calculated. You want to know what you're saying, because a woman with confidence, that's the way she speaks as well. She carries herself knowing that she is capable of taking up space. And a woman who is capable of taking up space can go any length when it comes to becoming. So, yeah, pretty much that. How you carry yourself includes your posture. I step in a room, how am I seated? When I step in a place, how do you sit? You sit down confidently, shoulders up, cheekbone. Sit like a woman, like a queen, basically. I feel like this is a phase where every woman is a queen. So yeah, let's focus on the queenly, vibes, because at the end of the day, we are all queens. So how do you carry yourself includes your posture. You sit down, your shoulders are up there, you look, observe the environment for a bit, focus, and smile when you need to. Pretty much that. That's it. You know, your eye contact. Do you keep eye contact? Or when you get in a place, are you just looking down or you're on your phone? A lot of us are guilty of this one. A couple of us just want to be on our phone when we step out. No, no. As a queen, you go in a place, you walk in a place with all that confidence. You don't be just on your phone. You walk in a place with confidence and you make eye contact. It's okay to make eye contact. Observe the environment. Nobody's going to bite you. Remember, you're confident and you're a woman of dignity and purpose. So when you step in a place, let them feel your presence. While they feel your presence, eye contact a little bit. Your composure also very important. And when I say composure, don't be the loudest in the room. Be the woman that steps in a place, you're seated, eye contact, you're smiling when you need to, and you listen when people speak. Don't be the only one that want to speak, because at the end of the day, if you're already transitioning to this phase 4, you're already very confident, and confidence comes with knowing that you're a confident woman and you can say anything that you want, right? You can speak, you can step into space, but remember, composure is important. When people are speaking, listen. Don't be the one that is just so quick to talk. Listen to people. It's okay to listen and speak. We also have emotional control. So, in a situation where there is pressure, say you go to a party, for me, for instance, they've not given you food, right? So you go to a wedding party and they're serving food. Me, I like food. On a regular day, I'm gonna look at you like, hey, yo, I need. But that's not cool, right? Just compose. Like, it's okay to control your emotions, like regardless of the pressure of knowing that you've not eaten, knowing that what's going on now? You guys are passing me. You've not given me food. Why is that happening, right? Regardless of that pressure, regardless of all of that, know that it's okay to control that emotion. Like, don't worry, as long as you're seated. In fact, as long as you're seated confidently as a woman, there's no way they will pass you by because you already look the part. So it's just gonna, they'll be the one coming to tell you, hey, ma'am, have you had something to eat? Do you want something to eat? This is what we have on the menu. This is, that's how that goes. But just in case of, just pressure, it's okay to try to control your emotions so you don't go out of the woman that you are meant to be. And of course, we have self respect. It's important that as much as you carry yourself with so much confidence, it's important that you treat everyone around you with respect. Remember that respect is reciprocal. I understand that sometimes we get carried away because we get overly confident. We know that, yes, I'm that girl. I get all that. But remember that it's okay. You need to know when to and when not to. So treat everyone with respect. That's basically that on the first topic of esteem and presence. And the second topic is communication and confidence. Communication and confidence. They work hand in hand because if you're confident, then you should know how to communicate. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I don't know if I've seen a very confident person that was slow with communicating. You know, maybe it happens. Well, very rare, because it takes a woman who knows who she is to be confident. A woman who's going to shrink might not necessarily communicate in the best way. But a confident woman would have a need to always, because she's confident, she knows who she is. So you're going to tell a confident woman, yo, don't sit there. She's going to ask you, may I know why? You know, that's confidence. That's understanding that I can communicate. If you're going to tell me this, like, there have to be a reason for it, right? So let's dive deep into communication and confidence. Right, I'm going to ask you, can people hear confidence when I speak? These are questions we should all ask ourselves. When you speak, do people hear confidence, or you'll get shaky? Because when you are confident, you're a confident woman, you should know how to communicate. So communication and confidence, they sort of work hand in hand to me, if you ask me, because at the end of the day, without communication, your confidence actually stays hidden, it stays silent. It's like, you know that you can do these things. And that's why you see a lot of people, not that they cannot communicate, but because they are very shy, or basically they would just keep to themselves, or they're not in a space to actually open up. A lot of people are not confident, to be honest, and it's not their fault. They prefer to just be who they are. But as a woman of purpose, as a woman who is transitioning into the woman that she is meant to be, because like I said in my previous phases of the Mindset Shift series, I did talk about understanding that as human beings, we all have our own unique purpose. God has bestowed upon us something unique. So every woman or every person can be confident. It just takes that phases. It takes that understanding of knowing that it's okay, right? Now, confidence gives your voice strength, while communicating gives your confidence a voice. I'll take that again. Confidence gives your voice strength, while communicating gives your confidence a voice. What does that mean? What is that telling you? It's saying that confidence actually gives your voice that strength. It's knowing that you believe in yourself, you believe in what you're saying. So that carries weight already. But communicating gives your confidence a voice. It's knowing that, okay, yes, I carry so much weight. I know what I'm trying to communicate. I have that strength in the things that I'm saying. But when you communicate to people, it gives it a voice. It's like you can be confident and just be right there. But if you don't communicate, if you don't put those, it's just like me right now with the Mindset Shift series. I know like this is a goal that is an assignment for me, and I feel like my purpose is to transform lives, right? But if I don't speak about it, if I don't talk about it, basically, how then do I have a voice? Communicating gives me that voice. And what I'm doing right now is just an example. Understand that, yes, I'm confident enough to know that we need this. But if I don't communicate, I'm voiceless. I become voiceless. I become silenced. And I don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that too. So it's okay to learn to communicate, because as a confident woman, you need to be able to communicate. They work hand in hand. Confidence is not speaking louder, it's speaking with belief. And that's what I was saying. Like, it's like you're confident, you know the weight that you carry, right? You know that when I speak, I know who I am. Like, I remember myself, I was saying to myself, because currently I'm on a journey, and for every time I always just say, this is what it's going to be by God's grace. I speak with belief. Confidence works hand in hand. I always say this. You're confident. My what shapes my own confidence is faith and belief. Knowing that it's going to be, knowing that it's just the way I'm built. And that's why for me, the greatest mindset shift starts with God. To be honest with you, it's not like I'm just trying to say it to you. It's my experience. It's where I'm coming from, right? It's always been like that. So communication is the vehicle, confidence is the fuel. So without communication, confidence stays hidden. Without confidence, communication becomes weak and hesitant. So basically, what I've been talking about, communication and confidence, they work hand in hand. It's like five and six, beans, rice and beans. So basically, I do believe that we can try to communicate. It's okay for us as much as we're confident. Don't be scared. Just let it out. Just like myself, I'm not someone, as much as I'm confident and I will always like, I know what's up, I know what I want to do, I know what I should do. Sometimes I would just keep to myself because I'm shy. I can be shy sometimes. But we don't need that. We are all uniquely made and we all have a purpose. So it's okay to be confident and it's okay to communicate. The next topic would be public speaking. Just like what I was talking about from this for confidence and communication. Now we're gonna go into public speaking. Now this is not about, it's not necessarily, everyone don't have to be like a public speaker, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day I want a situation whereby as women who is going through a transformational phase, you should not be silent. You should be able to speak up in terms of, it doesn't even have to be you hosting a lecture or publicly speaking, but it's important because in a scenario where probably you're on the plane, you're catching a flight, and something isn't going wrong, you're already publicly speaking. You're able to say, "Hello, hey, this is not happening. This is not right. Like this is that." You can talk, right? There are some persons that they do not know how to speak. They don't, it's not like they don't even know how to, like they're not confident enough to even think about public speaking. Like they will just deal with anything. I've seen a lot of people that whatever happens, that's it. Like they just don't care. It's like, because I don't have the courage or the confidence to even speak about it. But I'm saying to you that remember, as human beings, God has bestowed upon us something unique. So you can do anything, because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Remember. So, can I be seen? Many people fear public speaking because they fear judgment. Public speaking exposes your insecurity, your fear of mistakes, your fear of criticism, your fear of rejection. Now, and that's what I'm saying. And because all of these things all come in play, people are scared of actually speaking publicly because they are scared of not being articulate. Look at me, there are times I make mistakes. I really wouldn't care about being so extremely, it's like I'm trying to like be very careful with my words. As long as I'm trying to pass a message, like I'm trying to communicate, because what I know what I'm trying to communicate, right? We don't have to be perfect. And that's why people fear public speaking. In fact, as little as Instagram, we want to just speak about something, we want to talk about something, but we're scared. We're like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. We're scared of judgment. We're scared of criticism. We're scared of someone correcting your bad English. You're scared of people saying, what is this one saying? You're supposed to say this. Does this make sense? People are scared. But look at that. That should not define you. If you have a need to lend your voice, you should. This is me just saying this because I feel like the world would be a better place if we have a lot of women having to speak up and talk about like important things. Because as a woman myself, I learn every day. I go on Instagram, I'm learning from the podcast, I'm learning from someone on the just a couple things that I see out there, because he or she has decided to lend their voice. So you can as well. It's not a big deal. Think about it. Don't rush into it. Just take the baby steps of knowing that it's fine. I can actually start speaking. Why not? Like I can just share my own opinion about the world. Like the universe is at large. So why not? And the sky is so, think about it. Now, at meetings, at interviews, social media videos, giving your idea a voice, all of those things put together opens opportunity. And then you see some person just sit down in their house and it's like, God, when? No, God, why now? But you can make a change. You're at meetings, at interviews, the social media video, like I said, you never know what's going to help you go viral, right? You're giving your idea a voice. And if you're giving your idea a voice, it's like you come out there, you have an idea about something, or you think about something and you want to share to the public, right? Regardless of how you might sound. Remember, the most important thing is to focus on the message that you're passing. Because the truth is, for people who are interested in the message that you pass, their focus is always what she's saying, right? Than the mistakes and the error that she's making. So when you focus on the message, you realize that at some point you get better at even speaking. Just like me, I'm also a work in progress. Like I don't even think I'm on that level yet. I'm gonna get there. But I'm taking you all through my journey to understand that it's okay. It's fine. Okay? So try to lend your voice. I might be learning a thing or two from you. So yeah. Learning to speak publicly is actually learning to remain yourself while being observed. You see, nothing too much. It's like being in your comfort zone and just speaking. You have an idea, you share it to the world. You never know what's that idea. You never know who your idea might help. So it's okay because God has given all of us gifts. And it's just too much. It's a lot. So it's okay. Bring it out there. Share it to the world. Help the world. Help the society with your ideas. It's okay. Nobody will judge you. And if they do it, it's fine. Right? Remember, you're not on earth to serve man. You're on earth to serve God. So you don't need to please anyone. As long as you're aligning with your purpose and you're doing what you need to be doing. The fourth topic would be body language. Body language. For me, esteem and presence, your body language is very important. And I feel like a lot of people are so people speak with their body than with their mouth, to be honest. Sometimes I do it, right? I prefer to speak with my body, especially when I don't want to talk too much, or especially when I really just feel like the situation does not arise for my voice to be heard at that point in time. So I just, speak with my body, and it's okay to do that. Now, what is my body saying before I open my mouth? Body language reveals everything. So it's like you might think, okay, you're not speaking with your mouth, but we all speak with our body sometimes, especially when we're not feeling the whole situation, or maybe we're caught up in a space and it's like, well, I have to be polite, but then again, I'm not really like, you can tell that my countenance is just very, weird. It could be one of those things. So now, what is my body saying before I open my mouth? Body language reveals self belief, your fear, uncertainty, confidence, avoiding eye contact, closed posture, open posture, calm eyes. Even when you say nothing, your body can say many things, remember? People actually believe body over words. I promise you. Your body language is something that just it shows up. And that's why you can, if you're having a bad day and you're not saying it with with your mouth that you're having a bad day. Because of how your body moves, because of the way it's like you're already making they can tell that something is wrong. And that's why someone will come to you and say, are you fine? Are you good? Is everything fine? You don't want to be the girl that goes to a place and then you're being asked, are you good? Are you fine? Are you good? Are you fine? Are you good? Are you fine? That's just a lot. You don't need all that. Trust me. I promise you, you don't need all that. Now, your body language reveals self belief, your fear, your uncertainty, your confidence. When you avoid eye contact, it shows some persons might read it as insecurity. It's like, I don't even want to see anyone, right? It's like, I just want to be there. And they might just think that, is this lady insecure? But your confidence, your body language is you're happy to be there, right? You can tell. You don't want to have to shrink, like you just stay one side. And that's why you go to a party, you can look all nice and all of that, and then everyone is having fun, and then you're just at one corner, just trying to be by yourself. It's giving, girl, please, are you insecure? No, we're not. We're way past that. I used to be like that. I just be in a space, not because I was even insecure. I just felt like I've always been that girl that just, sometimes I always just want my space, to be honest. I've always been that woman. I just really want my space, but we don't need that because at the end of the day, you go to a party. It's fine for you to mingle. Come around, make it work. Don't just be the girl in the corner by the corner. Don't be like me. I just be by the corner. Although I'm working on that. In fact, I'm done with that life. I'm becoming the woman I'm meant to be. So don't just be the woman that just be on that side and you can't even look at people. You can't make eye contact. It gives the feeling, it gives the vibe that, oh, she's not confident, or maybe she's insecure. Maybe, it gives too many narratives, and you don't need that. We are way past that, okay? Now, it's important to always keep a good facial expression. Smile, look good, look calm, look peaceful. Don't just be frowning. You don't need all that too. Be good, look the best, like look your best. Look your best every time. Now, presence is not what you say, it's what your body believes about you. Your body speaks before your mouth does. So what is your body saying today? If you're the type that your body language is always very, what's the word? Like your body language is always the type where people always want to ask you, are you good, are you fine? You need to change, you need to be a better person. It's okay to smile, it's okay to just, be very, like, you go to, you stay at home if you don't want to come out now. I'm sorry, but like when you step out, it's okay to just mingle, like be nice, look the part. Don't just be putting your face down, just be by a corner and act like you're different from everyone. I'm sorry, but that was me. I'm just talking about myself. But to be honest, it wasn't like I always acted like I was different from anyone. I think I've always just felt like it. And maybe I'm different from everyone, to be honest, and it's okay. But I realized that in the past, up until this day, I think I'm done with that now. But I realized that in the past, I would just want to be with myself, even in a party, especially because I want to honor you. You've invited me, so I'm trying to honor your invite. But I don't really know the people in the gathering. I only know you, and that's it, right? But I don't know all these other people. And instead of just being by myself, it's okay to mingle. For me, I probably just be, and yes, I'll have the fun I need to have, or party, do all of that. But at some point, I just want to be alone because I can't understand some things, right? Yeah, but yeah, that's not me anymore, okay? And that should not be you anymore. When you step out, it's okay. Talk to people, be nice. Hello, oh, you look beautiful. Make people feel good about themselves. You know, it just helps. It just keeps the party going smoothly. So people don't project on you. Naturally, I get people project on me a lot. I mean, that's certain. People will project on me. I've accepted it. However, I'm trying to be a better person. So the fifth topic on esteem and presence is elegance and self-respect. Of course, we're talking about esteem and presence, basically our confidence, how we carry ourselves, how we see ourselves. And of course, I'm not going to let go of this fifth topic, which is elegance and self-respect. I love to think of myself as an elegant woman. Honestly, I think about it and I get that much compliment. People are, oh my gosh, she has so much, poise. She's quite elegant, it's just classy. It's important that as a queen, you should breathe so much elegance. Like when people see you, they see so much, like you carry yourself with so much resilience and poise. When you step in a room, they just know that, oh, it's this girl. Like what you're wearing, where you go, like your outfit should look the part. You should look the part all the time. Honestly, I feel like it's such a big deal for me because for me, I'm so big on like the way that I look. I'm such an elegant woman, honestly. As much as I'm high maintenance, I'm also like very chic and I'm classy. Yeah, I said it. You know why? Because every time I get my friends and when I try to just be like very basic, they tell me you're high maintenance. You don't have to pretend. Because I really do be pretending. I'm not gonna lie. And I said something to myself few months ago. I went through my gallery, right? Not few months, even last month, yeah. Last month, July. In the month of July, I was just going through my phone and I'm like, yo, I'm actually a material girl. Understanding that this is who I am. Because all my life, I have tried to not care about all these things. To be honest, I don't care about material things. Never will, and I never will. But logically, I am a material girl because I love the best things of life. And guess what? As a child of God, with a mindset shift, you understand that God has willed for you to have the best of everything. So if you want a boat, you're going to get a boat because you're God's daughter, right? And God has said that you're going to get the best of everything. But those things do not matter. And that's the way I live my life. I live my life with so much consciousness and contentment, understanding that everything I want in life I would get. Right? But I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a rush. I'm not desperate. However, it doesn't change the fact that I like what I like. I've pretended to not be high maintenance, to not be a material girl. I've tried to not do, but guess what? I am. I love good things. I love the best things. And why I'm so honored and I'm so grateful to God is knowing that as much as I love the best things, I work so hard to try to give myself the best things. And as much as these are the things that I love, I also want to give back. I always give back because I must give back. If God is going to bless me, I must as well bless one or two people around me. And if I can accept that understanding and I can do all of that, so why not? I'm guilty of being high maintenance, and that's okay. If you're high maintenance, it's fine as long as you've got a purpose, you know what you're doing, you align your goals, you're doing the right thing, you try your best to be a good person, you're kind, you're compassionate, you've got empathy, you've got all of these qualities. So it's okay. I'm going to tick the boxes for you as well to be materialistic because I love. And when I was going through my gallery, I went all the way back to like 5 years ago, and I saw that, oh, I've been doing a couple things, and I'm grateful to God for all of that. And it's okay to be materialistic sometimes. Yeah. Now, what is elegance? Most people think that elegance is fashion, luxury, appearance, but the elegance is much deeper. Elegance is self-respect made visible. Elegance is the ability to carry yourself with calm confidence, intention, and refinement in how you think, how you speak, how you move, and how you respond to life. And that is elegance. You know, when you say she's such an elegant woman, like she reeks of elegance. It's not about the fashion, it's not about the, all of those other things. It's basically about, it's the ability to carry yourself with calm confidence and intention and refinement in how you think, how you speak, how you move, and how you respond to life. And that's why when people tell me, oh, she's such an elegant woman, like, I'm so honored to know, because I believe that every woman should reek of elegance, because that's how a queen should be. A queen should be elegant in everything that she do, in the way that she speaks, in the way that she responds to life, in the way that she think. That's elegance. So, self-respect is the foundation, while elegance is the expression. Remember, how self-respect creates elegance. I'm gonna deep down. I wrote this down. Let's talk about how self-respect creates elegance. I wrote this down, so I'm just going to read it. Now, she doesn't over-explain herself. An elegant woman who already have self-respect, who knows who she is, she doesn't over-explain herself. It's like, if I tell you, oh, I was able to do this by this time and this was what it was, and someone tries to doubt you, and then they try to put you under the bus, throw you under the bus to, ask questions to make you over explain, or you try to prove. You don't need all that. It's just as simple as that. This is what it is, and this is how it is. Shikina, you don't finish. You don't need to be stressing yourself as an elegant woman, because it's right there. Now, she controls her reaction. An elegant woman is quick to know when things are not going smoothly. She controls that reaction. It's like, most times people want to get a reaction from you. So they try to put you down. They try to create an avenue for you to feel very slow or small. Because that's one thing about elegant women. They see you, they know. So they are going to try to test you to see what you're made of. Remember, as an elegant woman, it's okay to control your reaction, because guess what? For anyone that is trying to put you down, for anyone that is trying to make you feel less of yourself, they are looking for a reaction from you. They want to see that bad side. They feel like, oh gosh, she's so poised. No, it's just too much elegance. It's too much resilience. She looks too. Let's try to, find a way to get a reaction from her. Remember, as an elegant woman, a woman of elegance and self-respect, it's okay to know and to learn to control your reaction, because guess what? Remember, you step in a room, people already notice you. So you're going to be that woman that people want to trigger. You should learn to control your reaction. She set boundaries without aggression. She chooses quality over excess. Elegance is selective. And just like me and you, as an elegant woman, we are always very selective. We don't care about we're never about the loud noise or the clouds, and that's why my life is very simple. Like, I always just want to be very, like, I try to, it's like I want to isolate myself, not because it's a good thing, but sometimes we don't care about the loud noise. We even the things that I buy, the things where I go, I'm all about doing what I feel like. This is how I feel. Like, I've never had to follow the trend. I would literally say I'm the trend. You can be a follower if you want, and that's okay. I've never had to follow the trend. I've never had to do something because someone else is doing it. I've always been very selective about the way that I live my life, the things that I do, the places that I go, the people I let into my life, the people I date. It's always been that way. And because I'm quite selective, I realize that sometimes sometimes it's a lot, because being selective is very good, to be honest with you. As much as it is a lot, it's the best way to go, because that way you don't just let any crumbs and whatnot into your space or into your life or into your energy and all of that. Because I believe that it's important for us to know who we are. It's okay for us to be selective with our space, to have our boundaries, to set standards, to have boundaries, to all of that. It's very important. And the sixth topic on esteem and presence, we're going to dive deep into inner beauty versus attention seeking. Why? Do I want to be valued or simply noticed? This is very important because I believe that a lot of people want to be noticed. A lot of people want fame, but they don't want to be valued. Like, they just want the fame because it's what it is. Like, especially with us, with the current society, we have social media. People are so quick to just want to go online. Everything that happens, they're going online because maybe we make so much money. They make so much money from online, which is beautiful. I mean, I feel like social media has helped us a lot. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are so quick. Like, visibility does not equal quality. But people are so quick. People are so big on, like, they just want to be noticed. They just want to be known. I want to be heard. Yes, I know we want to be heard. We want to be seen. We want to be noticed. But it's okay to be noticed, but that should also come with values. And that's why you say a lot of people are trending. They're trending for the wrong reasons. People will say, you have to trend. You have to do the wrong things to trend. Maybe. Don't get me wrong. Maybe that's what you got to do. But as a woman of elegance, we don't believe in that. We don't do things because this is what we're meant to do in order for us to train, because they don't align with our goals. They don't align with the woman that we are. So why would there are some things I just would never understand. Even if majority are doing it, as a woman of elegance, you're gonna look at yourself and like, what's going on? Like, what's this? And sometimes I've been in a situation whereby I was meant to do something that just didn't align with my goals. They didn't even align with the kind of person that I am. And the person was so rude and arrogant, and it was like, oh, you still before me now, you don't want to do this. Then they try to make you feel less of yourself. Like, you think you're older, you think you're special. The ones that's acting like a mad woman to train, you think they don't know what they're doing. I'm like, well, okay, maybe they don't. Who knows? Because at the end of the day, people don't care about the value. They don't care about the quality of their self. They don't care about the trend, the visibility. They just want to be noticed. So however ways to be noticed, they are gonna do it. But as a woman like myself, I'm sorry. There are some things I just would not do. Like, I don't know, I've tried. I just can't. There are just a lot of things I would not do. And that's what happens with knowing your value. Knowing that you don't care about the validation. You don't just want to be noticed. Yes, I want to be noticed. I want to be felt, but valued. You can be noticed, but with so much value, right? A lot of people can be noticed and be popular. In fact, the most people with the most followers, I don't know if it sits with them. They just want to do what they got to do to impress you. And guess what? They get the followers, they're trending, maybe for the right reasons or the wrong reasons. Who knows? But it's okay to understand that we can have value. We can do things with value, things that create purpose and still be noticed. We shouldn't just focus on just being noticed alone, right? Now, attention, look at me. Attention seeks visibility, temporary. Inner beauty, get to know me, creates impact. So when we talk about inner beauty and attention seeking, I'm going to just make it short. Attention is more like, look at me. I want you to know me. I want you to notice me. I want you to know that this is who I am. But inner beauty is simply saying, get to know me. Get to know the woman I am. Yes, I might get famous from being my authentic self. But at least that's who I am. That's the inner beauty of knowing that this is me. I'm not trying to pretend to be anyone else. I'm not trying to just chase clout. I'm not trying to just be noticed, whereby losing myself in the process because I want to be noticed. I want to have followers. I want the world to know me. No. you're gonna lose yourself. And yes, you're gonna realize that you have all the followers, you've gotten the clout, you've done all of that. But deep down in your heart, you're not necessarily happy. You realize that you've lost yourself in the process. And a lot of people have actually lost themselves in the process because they pretend to be somebody else just for the clout, just because they want to be noticed, just for the money, for all of this thing. Which is, I mean, if that works for you, fine. But we need to also understand that we're all dust, and to dust we shall return. So if you're on earth and you're not living a life that is fulfilling, a life that is soothing, a life that is peaceful, a life that don't allow you to be a different person totally, then, I mean, I believe that we should be able to live life and have some peace of mind, be happy doing what we love to do. We should be our own authentic self. A lot of people have lost themselves in the process of trying to impress the audience. Don't lose yourself trying to impress the audience. The audience do not care. They're going to care because you entertain them for a while or for that period. But when your mental health needs to be checked, you're going to be the only one in your room dealing with it. So ask yourself, is that what you want? Do you only care about the attention, or you care about the inner beauty of knowing that this is who you are? I want you to get to know this one, right? Now, some people spend years being noticed without even being known. And that's it. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people spend years being noticed, yet nobody knows them. Nobody knows the real them. Nobody even knows what they are capable. They only see the image that they put out there. And in most cases, when you're noticed, it's always something very off. But at the end of the day, you're noticed, you're doing something great, you're making all the money. Like I said, if it works for you, quite all right. I'm only saying that do not lose yourself in the process of just trying to be noticed, that you lose yourself completely and you start to regret. It's never worth it, right? Now, yes, the shift. When you know your worth, you stop chasing attention and you start cultivating substance. Because I believe that as human beings, you don't have to impersonate an identity that is not you. It's okay to be your authentic self, think, create ideas, build on those ideas, and let people get to know you. Be real, be more authentic, and see what happens. And like I said, this is not a do or die affair. If you feel like you want the cloud and you just care about being noticed, that's okay. I mean, that works for you. But I'm just saying that it's okay for people to get to know the real you than to create an illusion of a totally different person that is not you. And then when you go back to the house, you're losing yourself. You don't need that for yourself. It's never really worth it, if you ask me. Now, inner beauty does not ask to be seen. It simply just exists because that's who you are. You don't need to fake it. You don't need to pretend to be somebody else. That's who you are, your own authentic self. And attention seeking fears not being seen. And that's the problem. When you seek attention so much, you become so desperate. You do everything to be seen. You just want to be seen. You want them to notice me. If you do something today and you're not noticed, you might actually fall into depression. People live like that. So because they already put so much pressure on themselves, they are seeking so much for those validation. I want to be seen. I want to. You see themselves. They've lost themselves in the process. And I'm just saying that as human beings, we don't need all that. We truly don't. But whatever works for you, because at the end of the day, remember, this is a safe space where we are learning together. I'm also a work in progress and I'm also learning. Today, we come to the close of phase 4, which is esteem and presence. Remember, we started with mindset from the Mindset Shift series. Mindset, understanding that your mind transforms before your life does. We dive deep into self-love, knowing that it's okay to love yourself regardless of whatever it is you've been through. Your struggle do not define you. It's okay to love yourself. And of course, aside God's love, the greatest form of love is self-love. And we dive deep into self-worth, knowing that yes, my mind has transformed. I think differently now. That's the shift that has happened. I love myself. Now that I know that I love myself, what do I let, what do I allow? What do I let into my space? It's knowing your what. It's like I love myself and I know who I am. So there's some things I wouldn't do anymore. There's some things I wouldn't settle for because I know my worth. And then on this phase 4, we talk about esteem and presence, understanding that now I know my worth. I know who I am. I know that I'm the woman. I know that I am the woman that I am meant to be. I am confident. I am not afraid of taking up space. I step into the rooms that feels like, oh, the doors would close. I'm going to create my own table. I would open the door and step in confidently. So that's it. Esteem and presence. And of course, the fifth phase is purpose and leadership. And we'll be talking about that on the next class, and that will be the end of this series. And it's such a blessing to know that we are coming closer to the goal. Thank you very much, and I really hope that you have a nice week ahead. And I hope that someone here today has been blessed and also have been transformed. Love you.